Well, we have another red car.
We have another red car. I got the keys handed to me for this 2010 Camaro SS, and it's a lot of fun. It's a very cool car. For those of you that don't know, the 2010 was the first year back after the car was discontinued in 2002. Much to every muscle car fan's chagrin, we were not happy with that, but they came back and they went full on into the retro styling. So you've basically got a 2010 version of a 69 Camaro in terms of styling. They really went after the grille design, the whole roof shape, the hips, the tail lights even.
Yeah, I think they got it really good with the styling on these cars.
Yeah, big wheels on it. That's the thing that stands out.
What size wheels it is?
It's staggered. So you check the fronts. The rears here are 20s.
245s.
275s in the rear.
275s in the rear.
275s in the rear, 245s in the front.
Yeah, and what kind of engine does it have to want to have these meaty tires in the back?
Yeah, so when these came back, they launched it with the 3.6 liter V6 with 300 horsepower. Actually not a bad motor if they didn't offer the V8, but they did. So this has the 6.2 LS. This is an auto. They only came with about 400 horsepower. Only 400 horsepower in 2010 is not bad.
Yeah, that's
and it wasn't that expensive at the time too. I'll put a graphic up for what they actually cost for the SS. But the SS is the V8 ones. The manuals, you got it. They rated them at 426 horsepower.
They give you a manual and a horsepower bump.
You could get a manual in these, and I wish this one was a manual. Nobody would trust me with a manual, so. The thing that was really interesting with these is the styling. As great as it looked, the difference between a 1960s muscle car and a 2010 muscle car is that crash standards have improved. So these A-pillars are massive. The roof can actually withstand the weight of the car if you roll over. So what that means is you have very poor visibility here. The roof is a little thicker, and yeah, basically the complaints with all the reviews were the visibility sucks. And I can confirm it is like you're driving Michael Keaton's Batmobile. It is really bad. The distance between the mirror and the dash that you can see underneath is only like, you know, 6 inches or less. It's not much.
That's what she said.
The dash sits high and the roof line is really low.
Yeah. The dash is even styled after the 60s Camaro, so it's got the big dual angled towards the driver, a little deep set gauges, and then you've got all the oil pressure voltage gauges down in the center console.
Love that. Nice.
It does look really cool, the way the trim ties in from the center of the dash and wraps around, even if it is made of cheap plastic. This is 2010 Chevy, after all, so they're trying to pay back their bailout money, so they pulled it all from the interiors.
It's impressive that they still released a muscle car in that economy.
Yeah. So yeah, the cool thing with the SS, there was Brembo brakes, front and rear, so 4-piston calipers, 4-piston calipers.
4 pistons in the back.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Wow. Nice.
But it is a fairly heavy car.
Yes.
I think it's about 3,600 pounds, but I'll put that down here so I'm right. But I'm sure the internet will tell me I'm wrong. But it's a fairly heavy car for being a 2+2. The rear seat is kind of fun. You wouldn't want to put adults in there like any other 2+2.
We'll try it.
Part of the styling too is you sacrifice a bit of the trunk space. So the trunk opening, they chose to curl this in a bit for better aerodynamics compared to the old 60s cars. But the opening is really quite bad.
It makes it look good though.
Yeah. I will now demonstrate the size of this trunk since it is not normal.
We'll give you the best odds.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'll help. Maybe I'll disconnect my net here. Yeah. Oh no, it's so tiny. Ow! Don't. Oh, I'll never be trusted with another vehicle again. If I don't. Well, that's the whole trunk. It's as far as I can fit. Oh God.
Can we do a latch test?
No, that's it. That's as far as I can. Oh wait, okay. Oh, there. So you can't store bodies in the trunk of your Camaro. The Camaro is no longer a vehicle for axe murderers. So this one has the option Orla exhaust on this. It sounds amazing. It's got auto start, and since I've had the keys in my hand, I like to use the auto start every time, just so I can hear it from outside.
I thought your RPMs were going all the way up.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of doing
They show they all work, and then that's it.
Is the car gonna scream at me because I'm not
Probably.
strapped in?
So, if you can get a shot of the visibility here,
Yeah,
hold that right by your face. With just a that's where your eyes are. Yeah.
I get just this little bit.
Yeah, the mirror's really blocking
Right
a
now,
lot.
I can't see anything in the lanes.
Yeah. And the A-pillars are quite thick first. Now all that being said, it drives really nicely. Like, the suspension is great. The brakes are obviously fantastic, if anything a little bit sensitive.
And there's no cabin noise, except when you floor it.
Yeah, it makes a bit of noise. I'll put it into manual so it stays in first here. It does have the paddle shifters for the auto, but it's not the same. But it does sound great. Let me just roll onto it a little bit here.
That's nice.
Yeah. Steering wheel's got a weird shape to it. I mentioned this to you earlier, but it's got kind of it's very thin in this dimension, but very thick in this dimension. So it feels like you're holding on to like the rim of a dish or a bowl. It's a little strange. They probably could have done something a little bit different there.
Part of the experience.
Yeah. Put the AC on. A little toasty in here. So, let's see. I'm going to figure this out for the first time. I haven't actually used the controls in this before. That's on. Air conditioning. Wait, no, fan. Okay, fan up. There we go. Big controls, though. I guess once you remember where things are. Back into auto. It does sound really good.
I gotta hold the camera way up, because if I hold it lower, I can't see the road, and if I hold it too high, all I get is roof.
It drives nice. These vents are kind of interesting. They're fully round. I think it's very similar in the Mustangs of that time.
Very nice. Cool vents.
The sound is not. Yeah, it doesn't.
I kind of like
sound like luxury.
The tactility of the vents. I can say that. It's so raw.
Yeah.
Visceral.
That surprised me. It's a bit more torque than I expected.
All the torque.
All the torque. Yeah, that's fun. V8s are cool. I said this in the Trans Am video. I need an LS in my life. I need one. While you can still buy gasoline at a gas station, I need an LS in my life. Just a little poke again? What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Good brakes.
I could have braked a lot harder too, actually.
Nice.
This, I feel like the visibility is bad enough where it does take some of the fun away though. You don't have confidence. Like I don't want to attack corners in this like you do in a small.
Yeah, you look
other sports
over
car
and all you see.
Yeah, there's certain angles. It's a lot of pillar, and the height isn't actually that bad. Maybe where the mirror is annoying. The height's not a big deal. It's still all the usable space you actually need. This being smaller would be better.
Yeah, you put the on stars button right there.
Yeah, like put those buttons up here, GM. What were you thinking? That mirror needs to be as
thin.
Yeah. But the visibility is it's a factor for sure in how much fun you can have. But the motor makes up for it a lot.
Yeah, it's through nice to the speakers because the sound in here is really, really nice.
Yeah, it's a luxury. The SS is kind of a luxury muscle car too. Like, as much as the plastic may not be the nicest,
very plain.
It's a comfy place to be. It's isolated from the road.
Yep, there's not much road noise in here. We hear the engine, a bit of the exhaust.
Yeah, the fan is actually louder than the road for the AC.
It's quiet in here.
Yeah, heated seats, you know, that's a luxury car.
Seats too.
Yeah, buttons are there. Weird spot for them, but had, 2010 retro styling, right?
Yeah. Give him space for this one. How's the handling in this car?
Pretty good line. That's a rough corner.
Yes.
And
For a big heavy car.
it communicated pretty good. It's got good width in the front tires, so won't take its corner like Ben did in the Supra.
Did he push it hard?
He hung it out in this corner, and then there were cars coming the other way. It's a madman. Don't drive like. It does handle well, though. I think the reputation of this chassis. This is the early Alpha platform, if I'm not mistaken. And in 2010 to like 2000, whatever they did the update to the next gen, they tweaked the chassis, made it much better at handling. But this is not bad. It really isn't. I think it's just got a lot of rubber.
This particular car probably hasn't seen too many sets of tires either.
It's the second set.
Yeah, it's a new car.
Yeah. It has just under 20,000 miles on this one. So it's been babied till now. If you're watching this and you let me this car, sorry.
We're chasing down a minivan at the moment. We're
Yeah.
doing the best we can.
Yeah, I'm going to turn around here, I think.
Yeah, it's a good place.
We haven't seen any cars for a while, so we can go a little quicker now. Kick down to first. I don't remember this road that well, so. God, it's got a lot of power. Just gotta remember it's a heavy car.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. We should probably go find it. So, I think if I was to summarize my thoughts on this car, it's a car that does put a little bit of form over function, but it's still a lot of fun because it has an amazing drivetrain. The suspension's good. The styling is a positive. I mean, as much as the visibility sucks, I do feel a little bit like Like it's a hot rod, right? Those old hot rods, they'd chop the roofs and make the visibility crap because it was cool. This is a new version of that. What do you think, Isaac?
Yeah, I agree with that, and I think the styling, it's aging really well. Like, for a while, we didn't care for these cars all that much, but when I saw it today, I was like, wow, the lines are clean, it's crisp, it's simple, it's
got good body.
Unapologetically, it's a muscle car.
It's got good body proportions for sure, and it definitely has that muscle car sound, which is addictive. I wish it was a manual, but smiles. It gives you smiles.